It's 2026. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Whether you believe that this is the year of 10 or you believe this is the year of one, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, it's a new beginning, it's a new slate, it's a new everything because that's what we choose it to be in our collective consciousness as being a human being. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm not going to hold the mic today because I wanted just to share with you in this video um 12 because I'm thinking about the whole year, just like a my 12-month overview, even though every day is a different day and it's going to have a different energy. But I'm believing God to just drill down with me in this moment and with you 12 things for my finances, fitness, and fun. That's my overall theme for the year, maintaining those three components of my life. I hope you guys have chosen some components of your life, whatever that is. Put it in the comments. I would love to know. My word for the year is scrumptious. I'm going to have a scrumptious year. I don't know what that means 100%, but you know when something's scrumptious, you just want it, want it, want it. It feels so good. It feels good to all the senses. And so I want my life to feel good from all the senses. That's my body sense and my spiritual sense. I haven't received a song yet for 2026, which is fine because it's like day one. But as soon as I get it, I will also pin that in the comments because I think I'm going to also revamp the description section. So the description section for this 2026 will be different and I will update it as needed. So, if you guys don't know, I created intuitively affirmation deck, and I'm going to pull 12 cards, and I'm going to feel the energy for the whole year for myself and hopefully for you as I do the intuitive. And then while I was doing that, Spirit was like, don't forget your self-care and self-love. So I'm also going to pull from this. Um, it's like a little self-care sticks that I used to utilize with my clients. It's just something fun to just to get us thinking. And these could be journal prompts or action items or whatever. I'm gonna pull 12 with those. And I wanted you guys to give me some help. I need your assistance, your help, your choice. So my first three books that I purchased for this year is this one, The Super Communicator, A Thousand Names for Joy, and Playful. And I'm not sure which one I'm going to start off with. I think I have a moment, a moment. I think I have an idea of what Spirit wants me to start off with, but I don't really. Sometimes Spirit just say, "You do you. You ain't got to ask me everything. That's why I have free will." And I'm like, "Yes, I do have free will." And so that means that it doesn't matter it's in regards to like how I digest the information and embody it as long as I embody it. And one of my friends gave me a romantic book to read because you can't just have a whole bunch of personal development without like some stimulus, within the other parts of your reading, the fantasy, the love stories, just the fiction. Fiction is based on reality as well as at one point all the things that are quote unquote supernatural now that we deal with, like the internet and going to the moon and planets and stuff like that. That used to be science fiction. Now it is reality. So I always think that science fiction either is a derivative of past stuff like the dinosaurs and all of that, or is future stuff that's already in the atmosphere of matter. I mean, already in the atmosphere of frequency, and it just needs to become into matter. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and let me pull a affirmation card and see what January's affirmation will be. And I hope you guys like this. This could be really fun and interesting. This is one other part of my personality of how I coach. I pull a card, but I am an intuitive coach. Yeah, I mean, that's how I just support people and to have their best life ever. And so the first card I got, I trust how my I trust how my life is being unveiled. You just can't beat that, right? I trust how my life is being unveiled. That's what Spirit is saying. So the beginning of the year, you want to trust how your life continues to unfold and unveil. And if you start hearing some pop, 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 that's because everybody is starting to do their fireworks because it's dark outside. So let's see what our self-care says. Our self-care says, when was the last time you did something nice for yourself? And what was it? That is what the first one says. You can't see it, which is fine, but that's the first one. So that's January. How to trust. I trust how life is being unveiled. And when was the last time you did something for yourself? Hey, it's New Year's. It's the beginning of the month. Start your New Year's off. What I'm feeling right now, start your New Year's off sowing seeds into yourself. That's something that I did today as well when I went to the store because my mentor on one of the videos that I watched, I'm still thinking about it. I mean, it was several weeks ago or maybe last week, I don't know. But she said, write down 1,000 things that I want. And so I got this big journal for that, 1,000 things. And I'm like, wow, 1,000 things. When will I have time to write 1,000 things? But then when do I not have time to write 1,000 desires that, ooh, excuse me, that I truly want for 2026? I'm sure I want more than 1,000, but let me start off with 1,000. And I really enjoyed that challenge from her. And so I'm going to do that. So I have one journal just set for that. And tomorrow or on the first, sometime throughout the day, I'm going to sit with my meditation and I'm going to list out some desires, as many as I can, as like a desire dump on paper and pray over it. And I always have something to read and to go back and to help myself manifest. So let's see what February is. February. February affirmation is I personify the success of my life. So I personify the success of my life is important because your life is successful only when you embody it, when you personify it, and it becomes you. It's like when someone says, I am bold, I am rich, I am whole, I am love. It's all the I ams that is embodied and so personified out where other people can see it and also confirm that with you. I may not even do these little sticks because I can barely read them. I may just go ahead and just put them up. But let's see. What inspires you is is the second stick. What inspires you? I like that with the personifier of successful life. Within your successful life, what inspires you? And I'm going to go ahead and put the list also in the description box so you can have these for yourself. So let's look at March. Let's look at March, my daughter's birthday. I have the awareness to see things as they are. So in March, I'm going to have the awareness to see things as they are, not as what I wish them to be, because wishes are developed from someone else. When you wish, you are giving your power away. I used to teach this a while, and I think I'm going to teach it again. I may even do a whole video on that. When you wish, like when you wish upon a star or when you wish for your birthday, or you just go around and say, man, I wish they would do this and I wish they would do that, or I wish I could have this, or I wish I could have that. That means you give your power away because you're expecting something from the outside, from someone else to give you your desires of your heart. And directly, someone does give us the desires of our heart, but it's truly the divine love, God, spirit, the universe, whatever that is for you, is the actual co-creator with you to receive your desires of your heart. So that's why in February you want to personify who you are within your successful life. And our self-care stick says, when was the last time you had a good laugh or a good cry? That one's deep. That one's deep. I have the awareness to see things as they are and to have the the stick to say when was the last time you laughed or when the last time you had a good cry. March may be a little turmoil for yourself or for me, you know. It may be. So just remember that, have a good laugh. Watch a video or a movie that just really inspires you and to get you that cry. I mean, yesterday when I went to go see Hamlet, which is Hamlet, I cried like a baby. Oh my God. I was almost in the ugly cry, trying not to disturb the rest of the theater because we were all shedding some tears in the theater. It was an excellent movie. So if you haven't seen it and you want to have a love story on all different types of levels, not just romantic, but as a parent, as a creative, geez, Shakespeare, boy, he was the bomb. So let's see what April says. I look forward to my future. Yes. So April, we're going to have a turnaround. We're going to say things are working out. We're going to be looking forward to our future and the rest of the month. So that's the second half. I mean, that's the second quarter of the month, which is April. So the first quarter, we're going to be personifying. We're going to see our success. We're going to have a little something, something where we may need to cry or laugh and we see things as they are. But when we move into April, we're going to be looking forward to our future. And let's see what the stick says for today for self-care. For April, it says describe your physical spaces at home and at work. Are they comfortable or and calming? Are they the things that you want around you? So, April, we may be looking for some home improvements, some get a new bedspreads, some new bathroom. I'm thinking about doing that, redoing my bathroom in the Crown Era. I'll put the description. I'll put the link in the description box regarding some merch for the Crown Era, and I think I'm gonna do some pillows. Right now, my bed is white and black because I love black and white bedrooms, and so I may go ahead and just switch that over and just put everything Crown because I am in my Crown Era, and I want to just continue to embody that. Okay, so let's see what May says. Oops, I got two cards for May. I just need one, Spirit. Which one? The first one or the second one? Spirit said the second one. And so this one says, I deserve to have a healthy relationship. Ooh, yes, honey. I know I deserve to have a healthy relationship. I've been abstinence for over 5.5 years. I look forward to maybe spending some time with someone who is honest and willing to not just wait, but to connect on a soul level and a spiritual level and not just a sexual level. I'm just saying. And so the self-care stick for this one is how do you relax and recharge? Do you make enough time to rest? So yes, to rest. I love that with the having a healthy relationship because I deserve to have a healthy relationship. This healthy relationship could be the healthy relationship with you, with somebody else, with food, with work, all of that. So are you having a healthy relationship with rest? Are you giving yourself time to rest within your body, to rest within your mind? I'm just saying, these cards are deep. These are soul cards for affirmation. These are not just your basic affirmations. These change your mindset from the inside out, change from the back of the mind to the front of the mind, your subconscious and your intellect, as well as your intuition. So, what's that? April and May is I express my feelings clearly. Hmm, expressing your feelings clearly. That is designed for you to not just to maybe do some mirror work, to express yourself clearly to who you are and what you're about. Express yourself clearly to a mate and your expectations. Express yourself clearly to a job regarding boundaries and friends. Whatever that is for you, express yourself clearly and effectively, and you will find that life becomes better and better. And for this stick, we have what are your main goals for the month? How can you support yourself in reaching them? I love that. That is a perfect combination to express yourself clearly with your main goals and get back focused. So, May, moving into the summer, life is telling us to stay focused and set your goals extra clearly, more so than you did in January. So that's May. June. Let's see what June has for us. June says, I declare a great life for myself. Ooh, June, we're declaring a great life, not just a successful life, but a great life overall in totality. That's what this card really means for me. When I say I have a great life, I'm in appreciation for where I am, but I also know that I'm going to move forward and having an even greater life because life just continues to expand. And so the stick for this one is, do you have enough time to yourself or or your commitments? Do you tend to say yes to what rather than saying no? So yeah, having a great life for yourself, meaning you say yes to the things you want to say yes to and say, hell yes, I'm going to do that, and put those boundaries up to say, no, that is no longer in my energy field. That is no longer something that I want to do. So that's that. So I think that's June. So let's do July. July says, I respond with kindness. Yes. So in July, you may be putting up a lot of boundaries, or I may be putting up a lot of boundaries. We all may be putting up a lot of boundaries about the desires that we want, having rest and things of that nature. And so the boundaries are important, but you have to be kind. Respond with kindness when people, are not necessarily on the same page as you, or they pushing you towards a different way, and be kind to yourself. Just because you're halfway through the year and you're not quite where you want to go, then be kind to yourself to know you still have plenty of time. Divine order will rearrange life for you in the atmosphere, in the spiritual realms, for your frequency and your energy to connect so it can be manifest into this physical 3D world. And the stick for this one says, what negative thoughts do you need to let go of? And what positive thoughts can you focus on? Perfect with I respond to kindness. This is a lot of mental chatter that is negative or intrusive thoughts is what's coming up right now. And so you want to be able to respond to yourself with kindness, your inner voice as much as possible. Don't allow quote unquote failures, think that you are a loser or that you're not going to get what you want, because you're going to get what you want or something better. All right, so that's August. This is August. August, we have I sit in silence for wisdom. Yeah, sometimes we have to contemplate and go back to meditation and go back to the drawing board, so to speak, when we bump heads and not think that what we want is for us. But we have to respond with kindness. We have to personify success. We have to do all those things and remind ourselves that just to sit for intuition, to listen to the voice of God before we make big decisions, little decisions, or sometimes any decision that we feel that we need to make. And let's see what the stick is for that. It says, what accomplishments are you proud of? Yes, by the middle of the third quarter, we want to be proud of something that we've committed to and completed within the last 7 months. If we're not giving ourselves a chance to be in gratitude, and only gratitude brings in the gifts, honey. Gratitude brings in the gifts. So that's August. Um, September. Let's go to September. And September is in September, see, after we done meditated and sit in silence, we invent the life that we want. We may choose to recalculate and renegotiate some desires and some dreams that we wanted at the beginning of the year because maybe they don't no longer maybe are in alignment of who we are and what we truly desire. And so our self-care stick says, how much water do you drink per day? Are you getting enough? So it sounds like that is our part of our fitness, our health. Water also, holds energy. It's a flush, it's a release. So when you drink water, a lot of times I will breathe in water, I will breathe life into water and say a little prayer over water and drink that in so that prayer and that life force will return into my body. And so that's important for water. I know right now with being cold that I'm a big hot tea drinker, and so I'm going to move more into water. Excuse me, more into water myself throughout the year. And that may be a great time for me to do 75 hard again or 75 soft, where I will be able to measure my water. All right, so that's September. October, we have I'm going forward with every step. So October, moving into the last quarter of the month, we're going. Well, it's moving. It's all about the results that we want. And so that's really important because we want to end the year strong and being fulfilled. And let's see what our it says describe your nightly routine. Is it working for you? Are there things you would change or enhance your sleep? So we're going to be going hard. We may not be sleeping as much. So our nightly routine may need to have some affirmations or some slow music, some sound baths. Maybe we get a massage or really rub in some nice oils on our body. Something like that is what I'm feeling for us when we get to October. And let's see what November is out. Like November, we're almost done, you guys. How do you like this? Which one is your favorite so far? November, I develop a great passion during this life journey. So in November, we're going to be really passionate about completing something or about having something, and we're moving completely forward. And I love that because that means we're 60 days out until 2027. And oh my goodness. Wow. Just in this video, just thinking about 2027 is like already, but that's how it's going to feel. And so our self-care stick says, what are your short-term and long-term self-care goals? That is something for ourselves. I know that fitness is my self-care goal because I want to be able to, one, touch my toes and be able to stretch more than I have in any other year. I want to be completely limber again, like I was when I was in my youth. And yeah, so that is one of my self-care goals for the year. And so last but not least, December says, so it's upside down, I answer the call to have a beautiful life. I love that we're ending the year with a beautiful life because we're answering the call. That means we are saying yes to ourselves, yes to divine love, yes to our intuition. We're saying, hell yes, I want a beautiful life. And how are we going to utilize our self-care needs for that, having a beautiful life? Let's read. Um, who or what helps you to feel grounded, centered, and at peace? I love that. So the end of the year, knowing that we have a beautiful life, we are grounded in a beautiful life. We are grounded in love and respect. We are putting our feet on the ground to actually continue ourselves to be healed because that's what Mother Earth does for us. And we're going to be thankful all over again. And then we're going to be looking at the new year to do it all over again, right? So if you're interested in having a coaching session with me, that information is in the description box. If you don't know what the discovery letter is, it's my own personal ritual that I do. This information is in the description box as well as the free masterclass, which is already here on YouTube. And yes, you guys, I love you so much. My name is Coach Hunt. I help women. Oh, hold on, hold on. Ooh. I'm Coach Hunt. I'm a holistic self-love coach. I support women in obtaining their dream life, whatever that dream life is, and have their best life ever. And by utilizing their intuition to move and navigate through the world the way they need to or the way they desire to. And I thank you guys so much for your likes, subscribes, and your sharing this video for 2026. Leave a comment. I promise you, I'm not AI, so I'm going to respond to you. My expectation for this year, for 2026, is to be monetized ASAP because I'm really going all in on YouTube. And I really know that I am doing God's work and fulfilling my callings. And I will be also looking at having some group coaching um, containers coming on. I'm not sure how I'm going to manifest that out quite yet, but I know it's been on my mind. So that's been a desire of the heart that's been planted. I just don't know what it looks like yet, and Spirit has to let me know. So I love you guys so much. It's Coach Hunt. I have your greatest interest at heart.